Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Last time we filled in our entire map, and this time we are going to stop screwing around and we are going to go to the Forsaken Fortress after I get that thing that's right in front of me. And while I'm doing that, I might as well say that any inconsistencies you're seeing right now with this footage comparatively to footage you might have seen in the past for the playthrough is actually because I'm using an entirely new capture device alongside an entirely new computer rig, which I'm going to say this right now has been absolutely lovely. Being able to, actually play video games on your computer is pretty freaking nice, gotta say. There's a few more elements to the recording rig as well. For one, I'm recording on Audacity. God, this is going to take forever to get, isn't it? I'm recording on Audacity. I'm actually using headphones to listen to the game audio now, so I should be able to have a much better ability to actually react to certain audio cues that I wouldn't before. Okay, I also need to relearn how to play this game. Let's come at this from another angle one more time. After I... Hold on. We have more important things to worry about. What are you up to? Hello?
Ho ho! Frightening!
Okay, dude. Much appreciated. You really made my day. I'm glad to be back in the wacky, zany universe of Zelda. And, I honestly hope to soon. I'm also gonna, this is less recording-wise. But I'm gonna be playing Age of Calamity, and I'm pretty interested to see how that goes. I have been spoiled for some of it. Not that, the narrative experience was exactly why I decided to play the game in the first place. But, oh, there we go. Look at that. Easy as pie. 1, 2, 3, bada bing, bada boom. You get it done just like that. Getting the hang of it again. I used to, do this so often to get rupees. Speaking of, that it's slowly starting to come back to me. And guess what? The most beautiful thing about that, 200 rupees, and my wallet's not maxed out. Yes, I love it. So, we have a place to go, and that's straight in the front door. I also love the irony of the fact that I said I wouldn't, put it off anymore, and then I went and spent like a solid 6-ish minutes trying to get that one stupid little thing. But 200 rupees is nothing to scoff at, so. Ganon has likely been made aware of our little incursion already. But you have the Master Sword. That sword shall shine in the darkness, casting back evil. With it in your hands, none can keep you from rescuing your sister. Do not be afraid. Alright. I won't. These skulls is little baby business. This is Phantom Ganon. This is a boss fight that might seem a little bit familiar. Let me Z-target onto him next chance I get. There we go. This is a boss fight that might seem a little bit familiar because next time he appears in the sky and I can Z-target onto him. Well, you saw just there. He shoots little beams at you, and if you've ever played Ocarina of Time, or frankly speaking any other Zelda game, you might know about Dead Man's Tennis. Is that what it's called? I honestly cannot remember. There's a name that a lot of people use. That was literally the worst position he could be in.
You hold on there, Phantom Ganon. I gotta just... I gotta swim over real quick. I'll be right back to you. Trust me. Hold on.
All right. No. I'm not running. Hold on. Wait. All right. I mean, business this time. All right. Take two. Never happened. So, there's a name that people just pretend that didn't happen. Walk it off, Andrew. Walk it off. First recording session after a while. 100% flawless. It's great. So I think it's like badminton. Not badminton. It's an entirely different thing. Dead Man's Tennis or something. I think that's what a lot of people have called it in the past. I've been a little bit out of touch with the Zelda community as of late. I've been playing a lot of other things. So forgive me for not being up to date on all my Zelda terminology. I've been kind of lacking recently, especially because I'm sucking at this. I've never been particularly good at this, by the way. I was never good at it in Ocarina of Time. I'm a little bit better at it here because it's a bit more forgiving. But I'm still not good. Let's not kid myself. But yeah, I honestly should have been playing games like, you know, Age of Calamity a long, long time ago. But, you know, here I am. I am a fake Zelda fan. What can I say? And with that, we can move on. But that is not the only tricksy treat we're getting. There's a treasure chest, and if I know anything about video games, it's that as soon as you see one of these, and it's a linear video game, you're probably gonna get something for the next area. Woo! You got the Skull Hammer. Set it to blech. This mighty hammer can break things and pound obstacles into the ground. Some enemies even get stunned by the shock waves it causes when you pound the ground with it. Speaking of, do you hear that? These guys are back, and I still hate them just as much as I did before I left this game. But watch this. Oh, it feels so good. I'm so happy to be able to do that. Those little shits have been a pain in my butt for too long, so I'm finally glad to be rid of them. You can keep doing this. I know that depending on the way you come at this, Link will also kind of swing sideways. I forget exactly how to do that. I'm pretty sure it's directional. Yeah, it's directional. And there he goes! Oh my god, it's so much fun. They're gonna keep spawning infinitely, so it's really not worth my time to actually go after all of them. But I just wanted to show that off. If you've been annoyed by these guys like I have, please, this hammer's a godsend. And it actually does have a bit of combat purpose outside of, you know, just smacking things really hard. It's pretty fun. It's still very slow, kind of like, oh, and it gets stuck on things. Thanks for that game. So, you know, kind of like Ocarina of Time, it does have some combat purpose. It's a little bit more versatile here, though, just because of that side swing. I don't know if that's any faster than swinging it normally. I don't know. Point is, it's fun. It's about as fun as it was in Ocarina of Time. I believe it gets more usage in this game than the Megaton Hammer did in Ocarina of Time. Don't know why I'm comparing this so much to Ocarina of Time. This is actually quite unique comparatively. So, alright. I'm going to have to relearn how to navigate this area. Why don't you take one more? Or do that. There we go. Nice. Only 2 hits. That's honestly not bad. So yeah, you've been seeing a lot of these little pegs around the world, and this is how we deal with them. There's a lot of stuff I have to go back and do. I'm gonna wait till I get one more item before I start doing more cleanup, I believe. But for the most part, we are getting to the point where we should be capable of doing practically everything in the world without much trouble. I say without much trouble because I still am very likely to run out of Hyoi pears and crap like that. So we still have a reason to go visit Beetle outside of those things he's holding hostage from us in that really expensive ship. Alright, you know what? I think I've had enough using my fancy new toy. I think I'm going to deal with things normally now. We also have the Master Sword. That's relatively new as well. So I'd rather show that off because it's faster and it also does a lot more damage in a shorter amount of time. DPS, damage per second, if you will. So I don't actually know if that's the right term. I don't know if I would paraphrase that right. I am not like an MMO guy. I have only been playing things relatively recently that have more MMO vibes. Relatively recently being like, for the past week or two, I've had Monster Hunter World, and that is not obviously the same thing as an MMO, but I've been playing it with friends, so it's close, right? I can get that one. We can do that. Oh, Moblins. These guys also gave me a lot of trouble first visit, but guess what? They are nothing to me now. Nothing. I've talked about this before, but I love the growth that you feel. It's so sick. And I'm trying to remember if I actually had to turn off any of those searchlights, because I know that I'm just gonna ignore you guys. Bye bye. I know that there's one that shoots bombs. I think I can kind of cheese that one. Hopefully, with my Deku Leaf, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if I have the skills to do that.
No.
Collateral. Good. Alright, so... they're gone. Okay, good. The developers were at least kind enough to make it so they didn't chase you over here and attack you while you were sidling. Did they? Oh, did they? Did they actually do this to me? Alright, it seems like they're too dumb. Good. Lucky me. Since this one's just gonna take a little while, I'm actually going to do the magic thing where I actually can't believe I remembered that. I mean, I guess you do it so much in this game, it would be a little bit of sacrilege if I didn't remember that, but I'm still quite surprised. I'm just gonna do the thing where I change the wind and then I use my Deku Leaf, because that's fun. I was honestly a little bit scared that with that wind direction I would have been slightly off, but hey, we're fine. Last but not least, one more peg. And it is time to roll, baby. I got a sister to save. Big brother! You're okay! I was worried.
Hi.
The cell won't open that easily. There you go. Acting before you think, as usual. I swear. Do you even realize what we had to do to draw that monster bird off for you? It was about to come flying in here after you again. That sword. Where did you get that? Are you... Is it even possible? How could it be? Well, never mind about that. For now, we'll just take these girls. I'm sure their fathers back at town will pay a handsome reward for their return. I'm so sorry to interrupt such a heartwarming reunion. But isn't there still something that you need to take care of? If you're worried about your sister, don't be. I promise, I'll deliver her safely back at your little island. Normally, I'd expect a huge reward for something like this, but this time, it's my treat. Listen, Errol, your brother still has something that he needs to take care of. Big, important grown-up things. He'll be back soon, so just wait nice and quiet until he returns, okay? But, big brother... Miss Tetra, we have to hurry! The bird will be here any second! Gonzo, excellent. Just in time. Take this one for me. But she's... She's fine. Just do as you're told. Big brother! Link, we'll be back, I swear it. We've got double trouble. The water is rising and we've got a massive bird on us. We have to just book it. There's no way we can deal with it right now. We have to run as fast, roll as fast as we can. There are enemies along the way. Avoid them. He'll actually take care of them for you like he did just there. And he will continually break the bridge as you go. If you fall down, it's really not that big of a deal. You can get back up. The water there will not be fatal. No fall damage. So, you know, just keep moving. Try not to fall. A while ago, I tried to do a recording of this, rather, and I fell down, and it was really embarrassing. It's not too bad to stay up on the top. Just keep rolling. It's super simple. And now, use the new weapon we got. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Literally just had to use our hammer, our new weapon, and he was done for. So without further ado, you couldn't have seen all those spikes and thought that we were just done with that bird, did you? We've still got a little ways to go with this. So, best thing to do, keep wide range of view. There we go. He will try to peck at you. Get close, dodge out of the way, smack him with your hammer. Really not a problem. He'll start flying up in the air. There's a lot of different things he can do. He can shoot his feathers at you. He can try to knock you into the spikes by using some wind. Be a little careful. Be on your toes. He's going to probably peck again, right? Yep. All right. And then smack him again. I don't know how many hits you can get in every single cycle. I don't know if it's, you know, easy to kill him in not that many cycles. I don't know. I haven't played this boss very much. So, ouch. He can also do that where he runs his claws against the ground. And apparently slams onto a wall. That was a very bad direction for him. But hey, you know, whatever. It worked, didn't it? I got hit. Oh, he even has a little hit animation? I had no idea about that. I thought he was just spazzing out because he wasn't supposed to do that. But I guess that would be a large oversight. So, good on you, Nintendo. Keep dodging it. Can't do anything. Can't knock him out of it. I know it might seem like you're doing something wrong, but you really aren't. Keep dodging. There we go, he's back on the ground, and now, bait him again. Smack him up. I keep going for 2, like that's somehow gonna actually hit the 3rd time I try. Whatever. I'm pretty sure arrows do nothing to him either, so keep that in mind. Don't try to waste a lot of your other items on him. Just hold the hammer the entire time. You will start using your sword a little bit later in this fight, but for the most part, you should just have your hammer out at all times. I don't know if it's possible to get on top of the sides here. I don't think it is. I think the spikes are too big. What are you going to do now? The wind thing. Where he tries to push you into the spikes. Keep moving. Roll. Rolling is also very good here. It actually allows you to gain some traction. Whereas walking would just slowly push you back. So if you were genuinely having a problem where you were getting pushed back too far or you started too far, close to the spikes, you could start rolling and you'll start making up some of that distance. Come here. Don't just stomp. Can I hit your toes? No. Okay. Your toes are foolproof. That was really close. And now it's time for us to pull out our sword, do some spin attacks, do some jump attacks. His face is ripe for the picking. So we no longer have to use our hammer. I actually don't know how much damage the hammer does normally, comparatively to your Master Sword. I doubt it can be too much. There were a lot of enemies I killed in 2 hits with it, whereas it took 5 with the Master Sword. But the Master Sword does damage so much faster, and with the Master Sword you can do a spin attack. I don't actually think you can do that with a hammer, right? Yeah, no. Okay, you can't do a spin attack with the hammer to my knowledge. So there's a lot more options, and I know that that buffs damage a little bit when you do spin attacks and jump attacks. So, I don't know. I think Master Sword is generally the best option for combat here. Unlike in Ocarina of Time and some other games where, you know, the hammer might have been a better option. I think Ocarina of Time is actually the only other one with a hammer, so I don't know why I said other games. It's just Ocarina of Time. Drawing a lot of parallels to that today while I wait for this guy to come down and let me kill him, because you are taking a little while. This isn't too involved of a boss fight. It is pretty basic, pretty normal. There goes his mask. I like how it does actually stay on the battlefield. You would expect it to, like, disappear. A lot of other games do that, where, like, you know, something falls off and then it disappears from the map. It's just gone. But no, it's still here. I would honestly expect this game to do that, because I feel like it does it in other instances. I can't remember one off the top of my head, though. I just feel like it does. But hey, whatever. We're done with this fight. Smack him up a little bit, hit him with the hammer, and then bash him with your Master Sword. It's not a problem with our newfound power. That bird is gone for good. And with this heart container, we have an entirely new row of health. And because he blew up, very gruesomely I might add, the feathers come falling down. I would say I feel bad, but I really don't. He kind of had it coming. I don't know, kidnapping my sister, probably not the coolest thing to do. But with that done, we have one more guy to take care of. It's been a while, boy. You have done well to sneak into my fortress and wriggle your way all the way up here. I suppose the least I can do is commend you for your reckless courage. My name is Ganondorf. And I am the master of the Forsaken Fortress. By the way, boy, when you drew that sword of yours out of its pedestal, did you by chance notice how all of the monsters frozen in time down there suddenly began stirring again? Do you understand precisely what that means? I highly doubt you do. Foolish child. While that sword is indeed the blade of evil's bane, at the same time it has long played another role. You see, it is also a sort of key, a most wretched little key that kept the seal on me and my magic intact. By withdrawing that blade, you have broken that seal. You cannot defeat me with a blade that does not sparkle with the power to repel evil. What you hold is useless. Go back to the world below and tell that to the pathetic fools who made this blade. Its power is gone, and its edges are dull. Link, get up! Yeah, stop! Let me go! You pathetic little sea rat! My Triforce of Power is resonating. At long last, I have found you, Princess Zelda. What? What are you talking about? I don't know any Zelda. Feigning ignorance will gain you nothing. Tell me, if you are not Zelda, then why do you have this fragment of the Triforce? It's all right, Link. She has merely lost consciousness. Your sister has escaped the Forsaken Fortress with the pirates. You can relax. She's safe now. Lord Valoo, you arrived not a moment too soon. We are deeply grateful. I'm aware of this. Yet, I thought our first priority should be to separate these two from Ganon's grasp. Link, I will explain things later. Now we must return to the world beneath the sea.